Yo, what's up, family? Happy Foreign Friday. You in that phone, hit that horn. I got my brother Loopy G on here. That stand for global, baby. And we here to give y'all some real sauce today. How you feeling
Yeah,
today, brother?
I'm feeling great, man. It's always a blessing to be up on here with you, man. I'm all smiles, man. Looking at all that white behind you, man. Y'all painted the hell out that kitchen, man.
White everywhere.
Man, all white everything. White men, white push, white cabinets, white, all
All
white
white
everything.
everything.
Yeah. Y'all
Shit.
painted the hell out that kitchen, man. I remember when you first got up in there, man.
I know, man.
Man,
Love
y'all,
it.
y'all got to come along nice. What's up, everybody? I don't know who in here, but what's happening? What's happening? We
Hot
inside
take.
today, man. We could be outside, but we inside, man. Our bad, you know what I'm saying? But if you in it, you winning.
Yes,
So just hit
sir.
that horn for us one time, two times. Yeah. High tech help, man. We got to get you back on here, Harris. Heat 777. What's going on? What's going on, man? Much love. Yeah,
He,
we're a little bit
what's up, he?
we're a little bit late, you know what I'm saying? But we still great. We still great. And y'all great too, man. We appreciate y'all for chiming in, man. I don't know if y'all was able to tap in last week, but I was giving y'all some information about Deal Machine, man. And man, we were gonna wrap with y'all today, man, and talk to y'all a little bit about going after these city code violations and government lists and being able to take that data and putting it in the platforms that way you can extract that, export that information, man. That way you all can actually go out and hunt down some deals. Every state, every county is different. So, y'all gonna have to go in and see what to do when it's time for y'all to actually get that information, man. Every place is different. I remember when I first started in 2019, you want to go get the tax delinquents or the city code violation list, man. You have to go downtown and then you have to go to the city code violation spot. Man, they gave us a CD with man, they had so many records on it, they crashed the computer for the tax delinquent list, man, because it had everything from 2019 all the way back to like 1950 or 1960. And we put
Dang.
that CD in the computer, man, it crashed the computer. So, since COVID came and went, man, they have, changed some rules and things like that. So you are able to get some of these lists online. And I tied my hair up all type of ways, man. So y'all, man, I don't even know where to grab stuff, man. I, my stuff ain't even mirrored right. Yeah, man. So yeah, it's hot outside, man. Hopefully y'all got that AC on, man. Cause it's a heat wave hitting this thing, man. The whole country, man. So hopefully y'all somewhere cool and ain't acting the fool. We got bars today. What's up, everybody? What's happening? What's happening? Are any
Yeah.
of y'all going after government lists, man? Or any of you all attacking government lists? Uh, we are actually pulling lists from all the sources. Just man, and shout out to man, and you know who you are that really put me up on game on how to pull these certain lists, man. You know who you are, young lady out there, and continue to be great. And I appreciate the love and support. One of my YouTube subscribers, man, reached out to me and was like, "Loopy, I know you on them city code violations." And what I was doing was pulling it from prop stream, and it wasn't necessarily up to date data. So a lot of us that are pulling pulling the information from sources like PropStream and these other sources, if you're not getting it from a source like auction.com or something like that, then most likely you may be getting outdated data, man. And it just come with the game. So you got to roll with
Yep.
the punches and start learning how to get it directly from the source.
And
Uh,
then you get it from the county, that's always gonna be a plus.
Yes, sir. Because everybody is not doing it, man. I've been in real estate for 19 years. I mean, 19 years since 2000. I wish it was 19 years, but I'd be filthy rich. I'd be like Scrooge McDuck swimming in the dough, swimming in the dough if I've been in it for 19 years. Oh, you got 19 years though, Mr. Transaction Engineer, don't you? You close? You 18 or 19 years, right?
20 this year.
Oh, we know you Scrooge McDuckin it, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, hey,
Relax.
what the affirmation say? So your son coming over there, and what he say? He going to get 100 million,
100 million, 40 million,
100 million,
20 million.
5 million. Yeah, man. So yeah, man. We got people like Mr. Transaction Engineer that been doing this, for forever and a day almost, man. And he definitely giving us a lot of information, man. So I know you've been pulling the list from the government out there, huh?
Yeah, that's always a gold mine. A lot of people be slipping on that though. A lot of people be slipping on those tax delinquent tax lists, but not only that, the code enforcement. People getting code enforcement, especially, you got to look at what they getting it for. We don't look at it, per se, every person. We just, mark it out to everybody on that list. Everybody on that list, and that freaking code enforcement is a great list. Shoot, we working on some. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, we working on me and Lupe working on some deals now. Some good deals off the code enforcement.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And what I was gonna do in the beginning was, and I'm glad it was a mistake because it was a mistake, but it wasn't a mistake. So what we did, we got the city code violation list, and what we did was put it in Deal Machine. If y'all not using Deal Machine, holla at your boy. Go to Deal Machine, use the promo code LoopyG and get you a free trial plus $40 free credit. What they have now is free skip tracing. So
Mm.
what we were able to do was put the information that we received from the code violation in the Deal Machine and export all of the numbers. And it came with numbers. It came with emails. It came with relatives. It came with everybody that actually stayed in the house. So it didn't
Wow.
necessarily have just the owner one and owner two. If whoever stayed in the house is actually in there. What's happening? What's happening, Jamar? Yo, what's happening? What's happening, man?
100 million.
Yo, pull up to the bank. Got in the back seat, start meditating. Yeah, that's what we talking about. So yeah, man. Yeah. So we put that information in Deal Machine, exported the information out. Not only did it come with everybody that is attached to that property, it also have whether they speak English, Spanish, whatever language they speak, majority of those people have a tag in there that shows their language as well. So we were able to filter out all of the people that didn't speak that didn't speak English. So what we were going to do and what we thought about doing was taking out all of the high dollar properties, which would have been like really dumb. You get what I'm saying? Because you have mentors and you have guys like Mr. Transaction Engineer that really love the high dollar stuff. You may not know how to work with it. You may not have the tools or the resources to run numbers and stuff. But it's guys like us and Mr. Transaction Engineer that have been doing this for a long time that could actually give you all some guidance. That way, we all can break bread like Jesus said, for
Yes,
real.
sir.
So, it was a great opportunity to get that information from out of Deal Machine, and that code violation list has been hidden better than the list that we had pulled like from PropStream and stuff, because a lot of that data was just salty. It wasn't sweet, and we're looking at a lot of that information different right now. So, once we get off of here, man, I'll be getting on the Deal Machine. They have a class every day. It's called Deal Machine Office Hours, where you can go on there Thursday through Friday. Tuesday through Friday for 1 hour, and you can get your questions answered by a certified tech at Deal Machine, which is my boy Ryan. So he's on there answering any questions that you have Tuesday through Friday. Now, Tuesday and Wednesday is at 10, 10 o'clock Eastern, if I'm not mistaken, 12 o'clock Eastern. And then Wednesday, it is, man, let me pull it up. I could tell y'all, I'm sitting right here like I don't have it on my on speed dial. Wait a minute. Let me get y'all the game real quick, because this is something that's very, very valuable. Tuesdays, 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern time. Wednesdays, 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Thursdays, 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Time. And Friday, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern Time. So you all, you can't beat it. Then every Wednesday they have a master class where they have a high level speaker that comes on the platform from two, well, it's 2 Central Time, so it's 3 p.m. Eastern Time to 4 p.m. They have a special guest every Wednesday that come on the platform, on the Deal Machine platform, and just give you all game on what they did to get to the next level within real estate. But yeah, you really can't beat it. You know what you're getting for your dollar over that Deal Machine right now. The skip tracing alone, the free skip tracing alone, and to be able to weed out all of the people that don't speak your language, weed out all of the numbers that are not currently working, that haven't been working within the past month or so. You are able to filter out all of that information and go after these government lists. And you know, with the government list, you have to get the property owner name and mailing address. But the good thing is, Deal Machine, you don't even have to get the mailing address, because once you put the filter out the columns on your list, you put the your what is called your government list inside the Deal Machine. All you need is the address, the zip code, and the state. You put that in, it's gonna give you all of the extra information and the information that you don't need, because the skip tracing is already there for you. So you don't have to take it out that platform and then go re-skip trace it, because it's already done.
Mm.
And they have your buyers, your LLCs. Majority of that information as well is in there.
Now with your free trial, are you able to use the skip tracing, but or you gotta wait till your trial over?
No, you get to use the whole platform from a starter position. So they have a starter, a starter. They have the pro, and then they have the corporate. So depending on what package you get is depending on what all tools you'll be able to use during your free trial. But yes, once you start your free trial, you are able to see information, because as soon as you pull your list or build a list or drive for dollars, you get the numbers immediately.
Mm.
So they the leading app when it comes to driving for dollars app. So it's a no brainer, you all. But just being able to get those just being able to get those government lists, because they don't necessarily, even the fire damage list, it didn't come with anything except for the address. Once you filter out all the addresses that are not real addresses, like on the fire damage list, you're able to throw that list in there. But of course, you do need the zip code or the city and state. That way, you can put it in there, because some addresses, and address is the house number and the street. Some addresses are in other states, so other cities and other states. So it's important that you at least get or find the zip code or the city. That way, you can import that information inside of Deal Machine, and that way you can get all of the information needed from your government list.
Mm. So now, how do you pull the government list though?
So it varies from different cities and different counties. Everybody is different. So out here in Houston, you can pull certain lists online, and certain lists you have to go to the courthouse. Like I told you, out here we have to go downtown just to get the CD for the tax delinquent list. Now, of course, you can go online and get it from the tax assessor website, but that's going to be a lot of grit and a lot of grind work. So that's going to be a lot of copying and pasting onto spreadsheets. But if you want the raw data, you can get the raw data on the disk from the county. There's other cities in Texas where you can pull certain lists online as well. Some of the counties they charge you, some of them don't. Some of the cities, they do not want to give you that information. You usually have to hang up the phone and call back and try to talk to someone that makes sense, or readjust your approach.
So your government list, what are you? What does that entail? Like for those people who don't know what a government list is, what kind of leads would you find on the government list?
So your government lists are typically the lists that are on the government website, such as your divorces, Now divorces, I actually did a profile online, and I have yet to figure out how to find the properties that are attached to the divorces, your probates, your pre foreclosures, your city code violations, your fire damage properties. A lot of these lists are online, but they were not at first. A lot of this stuff has been changed post COVID. So once COVID hit, people were not able to go to the county or to the courthouses to get this information. So a lot of this stuff became available, online. But those are your government lists, all the ones that have something to do with the government, and that's it's tied to the government.
My favorite out of those lists is probate. I love probate. Why? Because unfortunately, the person that died probably cared about the property. They worked so hard to keep it and pay it off and all that stuff. But when you pass,
Uh oh. Uh oh. All right. All right. Till my co-host come back, we here. So yo, when it comes to probates, you definitely want to go after those probates. I think I missed out on so many opportunities dealing with probates in my beginning, but definitely when it came to airship of affidavit properties, I mean affidavit of airship properties, man, I was swinging for the fences on those off the rip, man. I don't know why I was coming across so many of those. And those are some of the most difficult ones to deal with because the probate process is finished and the heirs just been holding on to the property, and some of them don't be wanting to let go. So when you're dealing with those affidavit of airship properties, those may be a lot harder than probates. Usually, when you're dealing with those probates, you probably having more motivation to sell because they may have to pay for final expenses. There may be mortgages and stuff like that. But Mr. Transaction Engineer can give y'all more insight on that.
yeah, I'm sorry about that, y'all. The probate, why I love probate, because, man, the people who end up with these properties don't even care. They don't care what the property's value is. They don't have no skin in the game. So they just like, man, just give me whatever. Most people don't even know what the property is worth. And especially if they're in bad shape. If they're in bad shape, man, you could get them properties at least, woo, I would say 30, 40 cents on the dollar. I love probate. It's my absolute best list out of 20 years of doing this. Probate on the top one. And
Are,
number one.
do you market the probates on a consistent basis?
Uh-huh. Yeah, because you got to nourish the leads. Some
Mm.
people gonna be almost ready. Some people gonna need 2 or 3 months before the process over with. So you want to be constantly following up every 2 weeks to a month. Hey, what's going on, Mr. John? Just following up with you. How your day going? This small conversation, especially if he say, let me see, this June. He said they ain't gonna be ready till August. You still just following up with him. Hey, just checking on you. Let me know if you need anything. All right, talk to you later. You don't ask them about the dang on house every time now. They can be like, man, what the hell is wrong with you? I told you August.
Mhm.
You retarded a little. So
let, 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 quick question: have you sold or flipped any properties that were going through the probate process? Because some people say you can actually wholesale the property and then their funds will be sitting in escrow, but you can already been and got paid.
you got everything got to be completed because you don't
Oh,
know how that judge might go with that thing.
okay. Because
Mhm.
I've heard that from other wholesalers, and I haven't done it yet. But there's some saying that you could actually wholesale the property if everybody have agreed to sell the property, and then the funds they stay in escrow for the property owner, but you could actually get paid, as soon as you wholesale a property.
I don't see that going, man. I don't see no attorney closing on it without all the proper documents for it being completed. But it may work for some people. I know in Georgia they ain't going for it. Might be different in other counties, but in Georgia, you got to be probate completed. Everything, everybody know what's going on. Everybody sign off. Then you can roll.
Okay. Okay. Hey, y'all have any questions concerning concerning government lists and government lists? It like and just to be honest with you, there are other government lists as well. Like there's arrest records. Like like there's I seen some lists. I was like, man, I didn't even know that they had that in here. So there's a ton of there's quite a few government records that you can look up. You know, I haven't looked them all up, but when I learned or when I was taught recently how to pull from the government website, I was able to see different lists that I was kind of like, wow, that was once upon a time before COVID where you had to go to the firehouse just to get the fire damage list. And
Yeah.
yeah, and it came like on black and white, like on sheets of paper or something like that, and you had to like email that stuff in or something like that to a VA to get all that stuff scrubbed.
Mm.
So things have changed with COVID. How many of you all going after? Are there any hidden markets? Shoot, I don't think anything hidden. You can like cover your eyes and throw a dart at the map, and that's a market.
Yeah, I
But
don't think in the hidden. I got a friend, Jay Connor. He's in a his town is a population of 100,000 people. Man, he's killing it. He make I say about 800 to $1 million a year in that little market, just killing them. He the
oh,
only show in town though.
yeah, he dominated, and that's what I've been thinking about, man. I promise, man. That's kind of what I've been thinking about as well. Just looking at some of the lists that we've pulled, like from your sources like PropStream and stuff like that. Going back after those lists have basically, simmered and chilled for a minute, you can go back and look at those lists and see what type of activity is going on. And what I mean by activity is going on, you can actually see if there's properties actually on the market, and then you can see if properties are actually being sold. And then once you check out the properties that are being sold, you can actually see how many of those properties have been sold on market versus off market, and that'll let you know what type of market you're dealing with out in your city. So, hopefully we see some changes, but definitely want to be tapping into, smaller markets that you can dominate.
For sure.
High tech hat, man. You the realtor, man. You should be able to let us know what it's looking like in out there, man. Where you at? Because you are in New Orleans. So when you get the non-refundable deposit from your tenant buyer, does the seller does the seller owner want some of the money? Uh,
Leroy, what's up, buddy? So you get
it
oh, he's asking about because before I ask you what we're gonna talk about today, I'm sorry. Before I ask you what we're gonna talk about today, I labeled it wholesale lease option. So that's what
oh
he's talking
shoot.
about.
I ain't even look up. I ain't even look up. So
So let me
some
put
of
that
them do.
voice up.
I haven't done like a ton of wholesale lease options, but I've wholesaled some lease options that we took control over, but it has been very few. I really want to step it up. Out here in Texas, man, it's like everybody pitching weird offers so that now when you're talking to a lot of these homeowners, it seems like they're over knowledgeable about just so many things because they're hip to all the slang. So it's people that are doing what we're doing, and they're talking to these property owners using the slang terminologies, then explaining it, which is leading the property owners to doing a lot of homework these days. And a lot of them are turned off because majority of the people that are reaching out to these homeowners, they're using slang terms and just shooting their shot. They're kind of doing it. I wouldn't say wrong. It just don't make sense how they're doing it because they're giving up too much game.
Yeah, you got a lot of these people don't know what they doing. The game has definitely changed in these last 20 years, I could say. But as far as non-refundable deposit, So on a wholesale lease option, y'all, basically,
Uh-oh. He went out again. That boy phone must be off the chain. So some property owners may want some money. Uh, I know for subject twos they may want a little money. It all depends. And basically it depends on if you're staying in the deal or if you're getting out the deal and you're just getting the upfront bag and you disappearing. So I think that plays a major part as well. But what you have to say, Mr. Transaction Engineer? Your phone is on fire.
man, every time somebody call, this phone go out, y'all. So I do apologize. I maybe have to turn on like airplane mode or something to stop it from coming in. But like Loopy said, wholesale lease option, you basically in and out of the deal. So you put a house under contract with the seller, and you offer them first month and security deposit. By the way, I just saw a law being passed in Georgia. Now you can't get first month security deposit and the last month rent. You can only get security deposit and first month. Yeah, so
Wow. So you have to make sure your security deposit, which is the non-refundable option, right?
well, security deposit, some people give it back depending on if the person take care of the house. If they don't take care of the house and they don't buy it, then they get to keep that money.
So what about the option deposit? Is the option deposit still active out there or what?
Yeah, the option deposit is.
So you can still get the option deposit, the security deposit plus the first month. Is what you're saying?
Well, when we do the lease option with these sellers, right? Wholesale lease option, we're only offering them first month and the security deposit. They agree to that. Anything above that is ours
Okay. So you negotiate the security deposit
with the seller.
with the seller, and
And you,
y'all shave off all the extra cheese.
well, we get the rest. So just say, for example, somebody putting down 10,000. Now the
Mhm.
seller don't know. We don't even know what we're gonna get for the house. We have an idea what we're gonna get, but before we even, look for a tenant buyer, we make sure that it's agreed that once we locate a tenant buyer, that you only getting the first month and the security deposit. Anything above that, we keep. And
Okay.
so the way we covered that, we raised on the back end, we would raise the purchase price about 5 to 7%. So that usually covers our down payment. So just say they want to get 100,000, we raise it up to 107 for sale or 110 for sale, and we get 10,000. Then guess what? We give them, if the seller agreed the first month and the security deposit, say first month is 1,000, security deposit is 1,000, so that's 2,000. We get 10,000, then we give them two, we keep eight, and it's beneficial for them because they wanted 100,000. We got 10,000, and they still gonna walk away with 800 grand. So our money is coming out the inflated price that we rose the price by.
Okay. Okay.
So they
Uh,
always adjust your price, y'all, 7 to 10%. That way to cover your fee, and the seller can still walk away with their bottom line number that they agree to.
okay. Okay. Uh, have you been doing many of those recently out there in your market?
Yeah, they jumping, man. They on fire.
Man, I gotta tighten up, man. I gotta tighten up.
See, see, most people will rather see people running around talking about subject to, subject to, subject to. Most people not gonna do a subject to unless they got some kind of hardship. A seller's not behind on payments, and now I have, but my first subject to they went behind. The lady worked for the IRS, so I made sure that deal went smoothly as possible. Shout out to Selena. She worked for the IRS, so she wasn't behind. I just did my pitch. But the average Joe gotta have a little problems. They behind a month or two, or they getting ready to divorce, or they moving out of town. Like that lady there, her and her husband got married. He had a bigger house, so they had two mortgage payments now, and she wanted to get rid of that payment. So
Mm.
she probably would have been behind if we wouldn't have came in
Yeah, my first my
sooner or later.
yeah, my first subject too was like that. They wanted 3,000. Well, they just wanted a couple thousand, so I offered them 3,000, and the house wasn't behind. It was built in 2018, and I got it in 2020. So it was a brand new house, five
Mm,
bedroom, 2.5 bathroom joint.
nice. And
Uh,
they went behind on payments?
they just wanted to move back to Louisiana. They had another house in Louisiana. They didn't like it out here in Houston. It's too violent out here, and I
Mm,
felt they was ready to they didn't like it out here, too violent. And these were some white people, man. And the crazy thing is they was in a town like right outside of Houston, and they ride around with Confederate flags and stuff on their cars and stuff. Yeah, man. So it was surprising that
wow.
that man Big Bubba Spark looking Joker with them overalls on was ready to get up out of here, man. They just
Big
didn't
Bubba.
like it out here, man. And yeah, man. So we got the property owner. We got the Mexicans to come through with 12-5. Gave them three out to 12-5, and shoot, it was showtime.
Wow.
What?
So everybody don't have to be behind, man, but
Yeah.
that's the reason I would say that this wholesale lease option is jumping so good now because people want to sell right, but
Mm.
they want full price.
Mm.
But you can have full price on these terms. We could bring you a tenant buyer. You could take care of everything. We'll let you even pick what tenant buyer you want to put into the house. Most of them don't pick. They just say whatever, let's go. And they can sell their house for full price right now.
Yeah.
Especially if they vacant. If the house vacant, they got a buyer locked in. They got some money, and you in and out the deal with a wholesale lease option. If you stay in on a sandwich lease option, that means you gotta take care of everything with the tenant.
Mm.
Get all the
Do a lot of babysitting.
yeah. You gotta do a little babysitting. But you stay in and get the cash flow.
Mm.
So you get the monthly cash flow, just like a subject too, because you get the down payment, the monthly cash flow, and then whatever you sell it to them on the back end for. So if you
Mm.
got 20,000 in equity that you negotiate with the seller, and when you get that tenant buyer cashed out, then you get that 20 on the back end. So the only difference with that, the only difference with the sandwich lease option and the subject to is the subject to you own the property. The title goes into your company name or your trust name, and the sandwich lease option, you don't own it. You have control with your paperwork, so you have control for let's say 2 years or so, and you can buy it at any time, but you do not own it.
Man, we got a good question in the chat. I really want to share my screen. Let me make sure I don't put no crazy information up on here real quick.
What is the best way to find the owner of a property if it's an
Yeah, I'm finna
LLC?
show y'all. Give me 1 second. You can tell them something real quick and give them
Okay,
some game, but I'm finna show y'all something real quick
how to pull it
without.
up?
Yeah, I'm finna show y'all so y'all think I'm just sitting around here playing games.
They think you all cap, Luke.
All right, let me see if I can share my screen real quick. Share screen. Let's see. Window. Bam. Okay, can y'all see my screen?
Yeah. Hold on, let me add it. Bingo, we in that game, baby.
All right, so we gonna do. Okay, we got a property under contract out over here in this area code, right? In this zip code, right? So what we'll do is we'll go here to quick filters, and then we'll go right here to cash buyers, right? All right, so let's go and see more, and let's see sales history, and let's do last sale date, and we're gonna do between. Y'all can see my screen, right?
Yep.
All right, we're gonna do just March to
So you
today.
you looking up the owners of LLC or what?
Yeah, I'm just we gonna run it, and we gonna see. Let's see. So
So
we
you can do
uh,
that inside the deal machine.
yeah, I'm in deal machine right now. So look, this is the LLC. See, so y'all make sure y'all go use the promo code LoopyG so you can get your 7-day free trial and your $40 credit, right? So as you can see, this is the LLC, right? Y'all see that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now you can open the company search and then it's gonna open up right here on the side. Now, if they could not find anybody, which they already have, they have the resident right here. So you have the resident right here. You can call and ask, but just say for instance, this person, we can go to another one so we can show you all another one just so y'all can see. But it's showing you all the residents, well, the resident of the property. Let's click another one real quick. So LLC on that one, they were not able. So if you're not able to pull up the actual LLC owner, that means that they most likely have their stuff in a trust. Now, let's go right here. Nico Capital LLC. So usually what it'll do, it'll actually open up the like open corporates and it'll give you the owner of the LLC. So we just got to find one so that way y'all can see that is too legit to quit. Y'all give me 1 second. All right, Roundhouse Realty Group, right? Now, y'all see this is a resident likely renting. So it lets you know that, you may not even want to reach out to that person, but let's search the company. Bam. Now, one of these most likely will be the registered agent. And if you want to make the call, then guess what? Phone number's right here.
Mm.
It's already ready for you all. So if you take this and go to open corporates, like I said, I don't want to just throw anything up and show the wrong thing. So you could actually go and figure out who is the registered agent. Most likely it's going to be the Corey Grove guy. You get what I'm saying? But you will need to go to open corporates to see the registered agent address.
Okay.
So in a nutshell, man, it's really that simple.
Wow.
So, for those that how I stop the screen share. So those of you all that have been struggling to find the LLCs, you get what I'm saying? There you go. The
Yeah.
owners, the owners and their number on deck. You just need to verify the owner, the registered agent address to make sure that you're dialing the right person.
Yeah. You can go on the Secretary of State in your county and put in the LLC, and you can see who the registered agent is, and they will have a mailing address also. So you can try to skip trace them and call them, or you could just mail them.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let,
And they have the mailing address on that for you. You was able to see that.
so don't let it stop you guys. If you get an LLC, reach out to them. They get that could be a deal.
Yep.
Don't.
So deal machine app, dealmachineapp.com/loopy G, or you go in there and you use the promo code loopy G, and that's what gets you the free credits. So you'll get a free trial regardless, but letting them know that I sent you, you'll be able to get the free credits for your mailing campaign, as far as being able to send a postcard. So with Deal Machine, you're able to, like when you drive for dollars and you're using the app, you can take a picture of the property and you can add it to your postcard, and they'll send the postcard for you, or you can call them on the spot. So in the beginning, the credits were for you to skip trace on the spot and or send a postcard. Now the skip tracing is free and the postcards are cheaper.
Mm.
So if you all have any questions, man, y'all let me know. But yeah, man, this is a game changer, and they're doing an unveiling to some new technology on the app again, July the 1st through the 3rd. And like I said, Tuesdays through Fridays they have a class as well where you can ask any questions that are concerns that you're having utilizing the platform or the app. So in the beginning, it came out as an app for you to collect data while you drive for dollars. Now they have it to where that is both interactive on the website and on the app. So you can import other lists from other sources inside of Deal Machine, then you can export that data. So y'all have any questions, y'all drop them in the chat. And that's why we want to talk about pulling the government list and things like that. That way you all understand that when you pulling those lists from the government, it do not come with property owners' names. It don't come with the mailing address, and it comes with very little information. Sometimes it don't even come with the zip codes, depending on what government list you pull. But when you put the list inside of a certain platform, you are usually putting it inside of the platform. That way you can get the owner name and the mailing address so you can skip trace. This is an all-in-one shot now. You're just putting it in there and it's pulling up everything concerning the property and giving you the numbers as well. So yeah, they changed the game with looking for LLCs.
Pretty good system, man.
Yep.
Any more questions, y'all? Drop it in the chat. Yeah. Yeah, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. That doggone government list, man. And code enforcement and probate, best lead source. To me, I'm still number one probate. Pre foreclosure used to be a little better, but there's so many people marketing now. But the crazy thing now, people are sending less mail. So some of these people you gotta get them with the mail, but the mail has went up. It costs more to mail now, so that's why the text message and the RVMs are so affordable. You paying a couple of cents versus sending out a letter, a stamp. I think a stamp now 50 cent or 52 cent. I may be way off.
Yeah,
But
so with Deal Machine, you can send a postcard to deal through Deal Machine. If you have the starter package, you can send a postcard for 64 cent a a postcard. If you have the pro package, I believe is 57 or 54 cent. And then if you have the pro, not the pro package, the enterprise package, I believe you're able to get it for like 40 something cent, 47 or something cent.
mm,
So, for those that are sending mail, you definitely have to be on point with sending your mail. I wouldn't advise people to do it in bigger in larger markets. It's just like you turning on a water faucet for real, and it's not no slow leak. It's draining. You know what I'm saying? If you're in a heavy market and you don't have the funds to compete with the big guys that are blanketing the whole city with mail. This is for you smaller market guys that have those smaller markets that you can dominate. That's where you do your bandit signs and still have action. This is where you have your action with your postcards or your mail. The big markets, I wasn't even consistent enough to even keep playing the game because, like I said, it was draining. I have bandit signs, about 50 bandit signs left that I still ain't put out. And I've been having them since 2019 because it just didn't serve any purpose for me even trying to put them out. Not around here. Not around here.
do y'all got a lot of bandit signs out there? People putting them out.
Yeah, people still putting them out. People still putting them out. And the thing is, they're they're getting smaller and smaller. Used to have the big ones. Now I be
Yeah.
see them just getting smaller and smaller to where that you see them and you like, damn, that's a little ass bandit sign, but they still putting them out. And for the most part, I don't know who's really gaining traction. I used to call them just to see if I can collaborate with other people in the city, but man, everybody got so much of a scarcity mindset. It's like dog eat dog around here. So I don't even call them no more to even see if people are actually buying or if they're wholesaling because majority of the people are just wholesaling. They're not really buying.
Right. I like how people putting them on these signs. They getting the small ones, but they put them on the signs at the bottom of like the stop sign with a zip tie.
Yeah,
That's pretty
that's
good.
those rider ones. They call them the rider ones.
Mm-hmm.
They're smaller, but they're longer. And I thought about doing that. It was a guy that was teaching people how to showing people how to do that when I first got in the game. But yeah, would outskirts of major cities count as smaller markets like Douglas County, for example?
Yeah,
Where's Douglas County? You know about Douglas County?
yeah, that's in Georgia. Yeah, Douglas County be a good one. What's another one? Oh, Richmond County, which is Augusta, y'all. Augusta, they on the foreclosure list. They going up in foreclosure. I think they about at 4 to 5% now increase. So be on the lookout for Augusta, Georgia, man. There's some deals going on. That
Man,
pre foreclosure list.
I tried to market out there and I didn't get any traction, bro. But
It's country, man, but it's growing. It's still country, but it's growing a little bit.
shout out to my boy Paul out there in you probably know Paul, but
Oh wow.
he's a seven-figure wholesaler and a real estate agent out there in Augusta. Matter of fact, this past Wednesday he was on the Deal Machine Master Class. He's a frequent host on there, and he gives a lot of game. That boy hit us with some stuff so powerful this past Wednesday. But I had the pleasure of meeting him at the Deal Machine Mastermind last year. So big shout out to Paul, man. He handling business out there in Augusta, man. He's doing seven figures a year out there. He's definitely a staple out there. So
See
big
that
shout.
little small town? Man, in small town you can hit. You can be the one show in that whole town.
It's
Especially if you
almost
know
like
more than
losing
one
weight,
one
huh?
Yep. Especially you know more than one strategy, man. You oh my God, you wholesaling everything. Might do a couple of renovation options, lease options. Now the people are a little slower in some of these small towns, so you got to be a little patient when you're explaining the stuff to them. I always say, like, even when you negotiate with sellers, don't say I'm gonna do I'm gonna buy your house subject to, because they don't really know what that means. Some sellers do now, because they done heard it so many times from people. But we just like a subject to. We just say basically we're gonna take care of everything, everything related to the property. The loan will stay in your name. The title will transfer over to our name. We will close with our closing attorney. And you can go on about your business or go on about your way, and the property be sold sometime in the near future. Don't make no promises you can't keep. Say I'm gonna have a house out your name in 2 years and you don't. So don't make no promises like that. We just say sometime in the near future because we don't know who's gonna cash us out. We don't know if we put this tenant buyer in on the lease option that they're gonna actually perform and buy the house. So we said we're gonna get it out sometime in the near future. Now you do got like my first subject too with that IRS lady. She gave me 3 years, so I made sure within 2 years my tenant buyer I put in there cashed out. Cause I wasn't playing no games with the IRS.
Straight up, man. My
and
first, hey, my huh? Go ahead.
and she was the auditor, so she the one to come knock on your door.
Oh yeah, she knocking those
Woo.
down. So
Hey.
yeah, man, my first subject too, I end up having to sell that this year because the tenant buyers they upped and moved after I came back from Colombia. They just upped and moved. I'm calling them
Man.
like, what's up? Because they usually was late on their payment, but they always paid me extra. So I hit them up like, damn, what's up? Because usually I give them a few days and then shoot them a text. She ain't answer, so I call like, hey, man, what's up? Like y'all, you forgot about me? Oh, we moved. We forgot to tell you. Ah, they tried to
Forgot to
pull
tell
one
you.
on me like they forgot to tell me, but they was really trying to strain me up. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't take it personal. I just went on ahead and sold it, and
Yeah.
we ended up making $500. That was the lowest. What's the name that I ever made? The smallest check I ever made in real estate. It was $500, but I did get.
But you got the cash flow.
Yeah, I got the upfront. Upfront. Then the cash flow for 3 years. So well, yeah, almost 4 years. Yeah, yeah, 3.5 years. So, it was cool. It was an awesome experience. Them HOA fees told me off the bone. Ooh,
Ooh.
them HOA fee came back. The escrow agent say it's 3,900 HOA fees. I say
Oh.
what? HOA told me off the bone. I say okay, it's all
They
good.
add up so quick too.
Yeah.
That's a real scam, man. I don't know. I love now how they, especially the ones who keep the neighborhood looking good. But man, some of the HOAs are bullies, man. We need to do a thing on these HOAs because some of them are bullies, man.
Oh, I was getting mail all the time, bro. Like they was sending mail because the tenant buyers they like they was they would have trailer in the driveway with the four wheelers and ATVs. You couldn't have that. Then they built a back patio, like a back patio thing. As soon as you walk out the backyard, you had to cover. They ain't they just built shit. And I told them it was cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't care. Whole time HOA wasn't playing no games. This is a brand new neighborhood. You know, it was built in 2003.
Oh
Yeah, so
shit.
they wasn't playing, you know what I'm saying? They was not
No.
playing. They was around the clock sending them letters. You know, all the cars in the driveway. It wasn't junk cars, but they was tripping on the trailers and how they because it was in the cul-de-sac. So yeah, man, we definitely got to do one about the HOA, man. The HOA they don't be
But
playing.
I done had something from hell too. I ain't gonna lie, boy. That made me ain't want to move in no HOA no more. I done calmed down a little bit, but I done had a run with them suckers, man. About three of them,
The
three
real
different properties.
the real nice neighborhoods you want HOA because they make sure the neighborhood is staying up to par and looking good. So with the newer neighborhoods, yeah, but them older neighborhoods, man, it's a scam because they ain't even focused on the upkeep of the neighborhood. They just collecting the bag. Remember that it was a short sale we was trying to do on that house in Ohio.
Yeah.
The HOA wasn't playing with the boy, man. Yeah, so we couldn't even do nothing with that. They wasn't playing with that boy. Now, a
God.
tornado hit that house. It was nothing they can do, man. That whole neighborhood, that HOA was making the news out there, man. They was scamming so many people. We had to do some homework, man. They was scamming everybody, man. Peeling their back.
Golly.
They ain't had no pool house. The pool was messed up. The the community center or whatever for you to host baby showers, all that stuff, man. That stuff was messed up. I was like, man, the park was ugly, man. It looked like the hood.
Man, we got the same problem. I got the same problem with one now. They collect the money every year, man, but like you said, the pool dilapidated. It been down for about 5 years. The guest house shot. Nobody go in there. And y'all want $500 a year or 600 a year for what? Who pocket is that going to? Cause ain't no work getting done. They don't do no landscaping. Man, they don't do nothing. Nothing.
Yeah.
But collect money.
Lee Russ say, how do you guys go about getting people to put out bandit signs for you? I say you do it yourself the first few times. Hey, if y'all ain't watched the video, man, my little homie, I used to have him with me in the beginning of my journey, recording me and helping me put out my bandit sign. Big shout out to Tony Stacks, man. But I shot a whole video with him. Hopefully, I can get him, rocking and rolling with me sometime soon. But you definitely want to go out there, put them out yourself in the beginning process. That way you can know how you want them turned, how you want them facing, what corners you would like to put them on, what stores or what business you would like to have them at. Because there's certain places like your Home Depot, your Lowe's, your Walmarts, your Costco's, your Sam's, depending on where you're at. Certain places you want these in these shopping strips. Certain intersections, that's where you're gonna want your signs. So depending on how your road is out there and the influx of traffic, I would say do it yourself at first, and then from there, man, there are people that professionally put out bandit signs for you as well, and they charge, but they actually let you know the route to take to see all of your bandit signs. There's a couple people out here in Houston that do that, and they reached out to me. So as you start making a name for yourself, and your company is registered like with Google and stuff, you'll start getting all type of offers from all type of businesses that's looking to support you. So I think that would be one of the ways of going about finding those people, Facebook Marketplace or something like that. But man, just to be honest with you, there's a couple guys that want to get into real estate that may put them out for you, but you still have to train them. That's the thing. You have to know how you want your signs out versus how somebody want to put them out.
Right. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. It ain't knocked me off this time. Um, yeah, man. But shoot, I started off putting them out myself, and then I had my kids put them out. Then I hired a few guys, but I had one guy run off on me. I paid. I paid. I gave like $50, right? He's supposed to put out 100 signs. I'm gonna pay him to pay the rest. Man, I went out there, cause especially somebody new when you pay them, y'all, man, ride around and see. And I rode around. Man, the guy put out like 2 signs out of 50 and stopped picking up the phone.
Ran off with the plug, ran off with the signs. Hey, that's why I was telling Leroy, it's professional bandit sign people that'll put them out for you, and they have a whole route. They have a route calculator, and they'll calculate the route, and they'll send that route to you. That way you can go and confirm that they put out your signs. So that's in bigger markets. I know in Houston, there's a few people that reached out to me because the business name that I was using at first, it was on Google and stuff like that. So they have reached out to me. Even if you start promoting properties on the web on Facebook, you can start getting those type of people. So yeah, use Facebook and stuff like that.
Mm, yeah, man. We hope y'all got a ton of value today, man. We really appreciate y'all locking in with us. Hope you got some good information, some tools for your toolbox that you can add. Don't forget them government lists, man. They telling you, man,
Don't
very profitable.
don't forget that deal machine because y'all need it, man. That free skip tracing and the
Now
information
that's priceless.
with it, and you automatically get the information off rip, like off rip. You
Wow.
automatically get the information. Like I can pull up Douglas County right now and show y'all right now if y'all want to see it. Like is that like soon as you make your list, information is already up.
Can you pull leads on there?
Yeah, I can show y'all real quick before we jump off if you want to.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's see. Y'all let me know if y'all can see the screen. Y'all can see the screen, everybody. Miss Transaction Engineer, you can see the screen. How you spell Douglas County? Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go. You got it.
Mm-hmm. Is it one S or
One is Douglas.
okay? Douglas County, GA, and we don't want cash buyers. We just gonna go here and let's take off the cash buyers. We gonna we gonna look at shoot free and clear. Yeah, free and clear. We'll do free and clear houses. Just a simple search. So, say for instance, you want to pull. You can actually create a list, or you can just come here and all these are recently sold. So let's remove this filter right here. So bam, off market, free and clear. We're gonna pick this one right here. Likely owner, likely resident, phone numbers. Like you can call right now. And just because they're on the do not call list, that's for people that are marketing something for sale. We're not marketing anything for sale. So, I'm letting you all know how we do it. We reach out to the do not calls because we're not marketing anything for sale. We let them let us know that they don't want us to call them anymore. But it's just that simple. Like you go straight to the lead. Now, if you actually create this list, which I'm not going to do, but if you actually pull this list, all the free and clears, which is 26,000 people, soon as you create this list and save it, it's gonna show you all of the numbers on here. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, y'all have anything y'all want to do, man? Y'all go to Deal Machine, man, and it's just that simple. But yeah, man, we're gonna tap in with y'all, man, on a later date. You know what I'm saying? Want to let y'all know. I'm gonna give y'all some words from this transaction engineer, man. Y'all keep going, keep growing and going. And give y'all some information, some words from me. You know what I'm saying? It's never too late to be great. Make sure y'all continue to be great, man. That's the only thing that I can tell y'all. Hey, go to Deal Machine right now. Use promo code LoopyG. That's letting them know that I sent you. I am a household name at Deal Machine. You can tell by the T, man. I'm a representative of Deal Machine for real. And you get your free trial along with your free credits. But yeah, man, we out. Peace.